So let us prepare ourselves by becoming aware of the physical body. Just imagine that your body is made up of certain building blocks which children play with, and when these blocks are arranged properly, a sturdy structure emerges. So in the same way, allow your body to rearrange itself in a comfortable posture where the spine is straight and it becomes easier for energy to move up and down. Each time you breathe in, feel the movement of energy up the spine, and each time you breathe out, feel the movement of energy down the spine. Wherever attention goes, prana goes. So keeping the awareness of the spine, it energizes and strengthens the structure of the spine and makes it energy friendly. Life manifests itself because of energy. Healing happens through energy. So if we are aware of the component of energy, as we breathe in and breathe out, the breath becomes a healing breath. Having made the effort to become aware of the breath and to be attentive about how prana is working, now it is time to drop the effort, if any, in breathing and become a witness to the breath, which is happening on its own. Breath is happening all the time, but we are not aware of it because we are mentally engaged in the outside world, or else we are asleep. It is time to become fully aware of the breath without interfering with it in any manner. And when we do this, every breath becomes a healing breath. The in-breath becomes an agent of bringing in more prana to the body, and the out-breath becomes the agent of removing any debris or any refuge which is not serving us in the moment. So feel the breath and become aware of its healing effect on the body and the mind. You might start feeling some kind of a pressure point at the top of the nasal passage, or you may feel energy building up in the forehead region. It is because you are becoming aware of prana which is being brought in by the in-breath. And this prana is making its presence felt. So take your time to sit with your attention in the forehead region. And let the breath be. But do not lose awareness. Follow the complete trajectory of the breath, right from the point it enters the nostrils and up to the point it dissolves in the middle of the chest. And if you get connected with prana, then your attention will automatically go into the forehead or the area at the back of the head. If the energy in the forehead region becomes intense, you might notice a slight flutter in the region of the forehead, and it is your third eye which is being opened or activated. And even if no physical sensation is available, just being with the breath and keeping the focus in the middle of the forehead starts activating the third eye. Sometimes there are some dramatic experiences, at other times nothing is felt, and everything appears to remain the same. But as the third eye starts becoming active, you discover your true potential in life. And some of the hidden qualities begin to show up. So just take a few minutes more to sit in the awareness of the breath and prana, keeping the focus in the third eye region. And now we get into a frequency that heals pain. It also removes any sense of insecurity. Or if there is an issue of safety, that also gets addressed by this frequency. Hear the sound as if this sound is resonating from within you. you listen to this frequency, do not lose the awareness of your breath, especially if the mind starts wandering and brings up certain thoughts. So bringing the mind back to the breath, or bringing the focus back to the breath, will immediately silence the mind. And in that silence it becomes much easier to appreciate and absorb the frequency that is being played. A lot of insecurity and suffering comes through unresolved emotional trauma and emotional suffering. To resolve this, there is this frequency of 285 Hz. It influences the energy fields within the body. As a result, any wound which is on the body and wounds that are not visible and are in the emotional body, these wounds are healed. So listen to this frequency. See how this energy is working in your body. And sometimes it may work on the subconscious mind and bring up certain old wounds which you are not aware of. So all of a sudden you may feel anger, anxiety, dejection, resentment, self-pity, helplessness. Anything which is stored inside can come up, and you will experience it. But know it is for your good. These things are being brought up so that they can be released, and your body can heal. For the body to heal, it is very important that the mind be healed first. When all the impressions which are limiting, these are removed from the mind, the body begins to show signs of healing, because the cells become more open, more accepting. Even in the course of the playing of this frequency, you may feel certain movements of energy in specific areas of your body. If the purification is happening with regard to how you have reacted in your speech in certain challenging situations, you may feel some movement of energy around your throat, or you may experience that there is a circle of energy around your throat. The energy is supremely intelligent. It knows what needs healing, in which part of the body the emotional debris are stored. Then it will go and start nudging them so that they can be jerked out of the system. And when this happens, we may feel some movement of energy or some heat or coolness. Just take your time to become totally focused on your breath. And riding on the shoulders of your breath, enter the space of silence. And this allows you to process the healing you have received. Many physical challenges come because there is a lot of depletion of energy due to our habit patterns of getting infected with guilt and shame and lack of confidence, anxiety about the future. So listen to this particular frequency which converts these negative emotions into joy. So if there is any grief, guilt or shame that has come up during the healing for negative emotions, offer these feelings to these particular frequencies so that these are converted into expressions of joy. So essentially this frequency processes negative energy into positive so that we do not drag ourselves down. This frequency also takes care of known fears. Known fears come from our past or past lives. We may have encountered certain very difficult situations, and the trauma and the suffering caused by those situations are deeply ingrained in our subconscious mind. So there are certain things about which we have a lot of fear. it is time to address unknown fears. These fears come from past lives, but the events that have led to these fears are not known to us because they are in the causal body. So it may feel strange, but we have certain fears which seem to be without reason. So listen to this frequency of 1000 Hz, which can erase unknown fear. Certain challenges arise due to karmic equations. So here is the frequency of Saturn, which can help us tide over some of these challenges. This frequency has been found to be very helpful for people battling with serious diseases. Many challenges disappear when we inculcate the spirit of forgiveness. We stop complaining, we introspect deeply to figure out a particular habit pattern or behavioral pattern because of which a particular challenge has arisen in the life. So inculcate or have the spirit of forgiveness through this frequency. Forgiveness is not just a word or a statement. It is an attitude. It is very difficult to enter the space of forgiveness unless we are ready to work with ourselves and purify our heart, drop our complaints, our resentment, our anger, our guilt and shame. So this becomes possible only when there is a clear understanding of all relationships and there is a desire to work out the relationships. So here is the frequency of 639 Hz which can help us resolve our relationships and come to a harmonious understanding of relationships. And when we can come to a harmonious understanding of relationships, it is possible for us to move on. Otherwise, relationships can create a lot of entanglement. So when we want to move on, we would like to be helped. And here is this frequency which facilitates change. So any change you want to bring in life, but it is not so easily possible, this frequency is going to help. And if it is possible for us to let go and move on, then we can experience freedom. The circumstances of our life are not going to change, but it is quite possible for each one of us to understand why a particular circumstance is there in our life, what is the lesson it holds, and how we can embrace the lesson and go beyond the circumstance. So the circumstance may not change, but it will no longer be binding. So to foster that, here is the frequency of sense of liberation. We are here on this planet to find liberation. And no matter what the circumstances of our life are, we must be able to see how we are moving from entanglement to liberation. Liberation does not mean to be free to indulge in irresponsible action. It means to understand, be rooted in the self, and to perform any action from that space. Then all karma becomes a karma. It is no longer creating any result, whether good or bad. Everything belongs to the divine. If something good happens, he gets the credit. If something undesirable happens, he alone gets the discredit also. So as the sound fades, just take refuge in the silence within. Be aware of what kind of energies are being felt within the body and how we can be a witness to these without drawing any conclusions, without classifying the experience as good or bad, without wanting to prolong the experience or to run away from it. Whatever is, and we are only the witnesses to whatever is. If any thoughts arise, do not chase those thoughts. Instead, turn your attention to the breath. See how the breath is moving in and out at its own pace, and each time it moves in, it is bringing in so much prana. All the cells of your body, all the body systems are being charged and rejuvenated. Just be in this space of silence for a while. And gently begin to come out of meditation as you listen to these sounds. Take a few deep breaths. Become aware of how your body is holding itself and what it is in contact with. And when you are ready, you can bring yourself out of meditation and gently open your eyes.